Fortunate tonight to have Lance Conrad on the call with us. Lance is president over the affiliates for Divvee. He's regarded by many smart folks as the greatest trainer in the network marketing arena. Darren, our CEO, is particularly high on Lance. It is exciting to have him on board. So, Lance, pretty big day with your tech startup. Lots of exciting stuff.
Yes, absolutely. I'm excited to be here. Thanks, Todd, for having me on. Thanks, guys, for being on. Thanks for your patience as we get this going. Man, I am excited today. It's Divvee signing day, like high school players signing for their favorite university or the college students getting picked up by the NFL draft. Man, what a big day to turn on enrollments and start growing the Divvee family again today. So we called this a Break the System Challenge, and we called it a Break the System Challenge for a reason. It's a startup. Think of any technology company that you've got out there, whether it's Microsoft, whether it's Sony, whether it's Apple. If Microsoft releases Windows 11.0, what happens? They release it, the public starts to buy it, and it's buggy and it's got issues. This is a multi-billion-dollar a month company with thousands of programmers and networkers and engineers with all of their money, with all of their systems, with all of their testing. They roll out a new software product. First thing they do is get all of the feedback from the customers of things they need to fix, change. They go back to the drawing boards and they release version 11.1, then Office 11.2, and they keep working on it until they get it right and clean. Same thing with iPhone. Every time the new iPhone 7, iPhone 8, whatever the new latest and greatest, I'm not an iPhone guy, but whatever the latest and greatest version of iPhone is, whenever that rolls out, it rolls out and it has bugs and it has issues. And this is one of the biggest companies on the planet. And what do? They fix it, they tweak it, they make it better, and they get ready. We are a startup company. We are a tech company. We're just getting rolling. What does that mean for us? Man, we're going to have issues. We're going to have bugs. I'm just excited that we're started, that we're moving, that we're enrolling people, that it's going again. And so everybody's been very frustrated. I know internally we wanted things to go smoother and quicker, but just realize our tech team is working around the clock to fix it, to make it better, to make it smoother, to make it go better. And so I'd like to tell you guys tonight maybe a little bit about myself. I'd like to tell you a little bit about where we're at with Divvee today, where I think we're going to be tomorrow in the next 1 week, 3 weeks, 1 month, and then 3 months, 6 months, and where we're going and where we're headed. And I'm going to be pretty blunt about a few of the things along the way. So I hope you got a pen, a paper, ready to take notes. Lance Conrad, I'm from Lehi, Utah, married 19 years in March, so that's coming up. I have 3 beautiful daughters, 17, 14, and 10. My family is, they're my life. They're my girls. And you know what the beautiful thing about this industry of networking is we get to make friends for a living. We do that around the city, around the state, around the country, around the globe. And as you start to work with these people and spend time with these people and get in the trenches and build teams and laugh together and build together and cry together, your team, your friends become family. And so I look forward to meeting you, knowing you, getting to learn about you, and hopefully we can go out there and make a difference on this planet. And I believe Divvee is the platform that can do that. And so I'm excited to share that with you a bit. We are in our beta launch. This is really, if I've told friends and family about this, it is like version 0.1. We're not even at 1.0. We're not even, I wouldn't even consider us fully launched until we're on Androids and Apple. We're not even on Apple yet. We are just really beta testing this on Google, on the Android app, so that we can we can figure out what the bugs are and break it and fix it and then break it and then fix it until we get it right, until we get it clean. And I understand that process can be frustrating along the way. We appreciate your patience with that. Today we've been working through, so I want to share with some of the issues that we've been dealing with, what's been fixed, and then what's going to happen here in the near future that just gets this thing so exciting. You should be just ready to go and fired up. So what you had were 4 different technology groups coming together. So we had a new platform, a new backbone called FiberNet that could support the 200,000 plus people we have and the tens of millions of people that we think we'll bring on, we needed one of the most robust backbones or internet providers, technology providers in the world. FiberNet handles some of the biggest companies on the planet. And so we had to transition to FiberNet. That was only supposed to take a couple of hours. It ended up taking a couple of days. So that was one issue. That as we did that, we had a new back office that we were rolling out. We had our technology platform that handles, manages, and runs the apps, the videos that you watch and the apps that you download, and tracks all of that. And we had to bring about 4 different technology groups and bring them together in one. And so each group had each of their pieces ready, but integrating those pieces was much harder than we thought. And that tends to happen with technology. And so Saturday came around and we weren't able to roll it out as smoothly or at all. And then they worked through the night, through all day Sunday. Every hour I was getting updates all night Sunday. And today we were able to roll it out. Realized as we rolled it out that we had some bugs right off the bat, that tablets were not supported that used to be supported. We fixed that problem today. That existing legacy users were supposed to have 1,000 coins so that they could give out 100 invites. That was broken. We've got that fixed. We realized that we need to improve the registration process and the upgrade process. We're working on that to clean that up and smooth that out. One of the things that we know is really important is a lot of you have been pre-building and pre-launching and wanted to bring in large groups of teams, and we're working on a process so that you can do mass invites and really bring in the 100 or 1,000 or tens of thousands of people that some individuals have been paper stacking or getting ready or getting excited about Divvee right now. And so just know, hey, have patience. We are a startup. We are just getting it going. We're just getting it rolling out of the box. And so my background, I was a headhunter for about 10 years. I did it for a firm out of Salt Lake, a technical recruiter for 2 years, found people jobs for a living. Then I opened my own firm, wrote a few books about recruiting and staffing in general, and started franchising. This was in my 20s. I sold 137 franchises across the country and then sold that to a publicly traded company. Got back into just running my own practice again. And then in 2008, that whole industry just sort of washed up when nobody was hiring because of the recession. And I found myself having to reinvent myself. I joined a little company. Well, it wasn't a little company. It was a big company called New Skin, and it was my first go at network marketing. And the idea of working from home and massive leverage and passive residual income, really working really hard so that I could enjoy something for the rest of my life really got me excited. And so I went to work and I worked hard at it, and it did change my life. I was out of over 1 million distributors around the world, I was the top recruiter in that company 3 years in a row, hit the top rank of that company inside of 1 year, and was training every single month, anywhere from 3,000 to 14,000 people at a time on stages around the world. I've built teams in 50 plus countries around the world. I've trained somewhere around 1 million distributors around the world at this point. I've lost count a little bit, but it's in that neighborhood. And after about 3 years in that company, I retired for a couple of years in my 30s and lived off a residual income. I came out of retirement to build a company called Mint. So there was a parent company called Divvee that was struggling. They needed to rebrand themselves. And we came out, there was 2 other partners that helped me in this, and we created a new company, a new product, a new price point. This whole concept of leading with the heart and doing humanitarian service and random acts of kindness, and let's help people and build people and then show people how they can make money. And we launched this company called Mint for a parent company called Divvee. And at first, nobody was interested. Everybody just said, oh, that's just Divvee. That'll never work. And I got really passionate that if we led with the heart and we led with the right causes and we led with this idea of changing people's lives and building them, helping them grow, that they would be attracted to us. And so when no one else wanted to touch it, I decided, hey, I'll sign up. I'll be the first distributor in Mint. And I went into the field and we did over $1 million in sales our first month. We got that up into about 6 months later. We had over $2 million a month in sales, and we're really growing that at a rapid pace, which hadn't grown in the U.S. in a long time, and actually attracted a really large company called Jeunesse, which purchased Divvee and Mint. In that process, I was introduced to Darren O'Lyon, who came on very early in Mint and really loved this idea of serving first, doing humanitarian service, leading with the heart, and really fell in love with this idea of Mint. He helped us open Asia. And when that sold, we went our separate ways. We've stayed really good friends for now many years. And a couple months ago, he called me up and he said, "Lance, I've got a really good mess here and a really good problem, and I need you to come take a look at it." So we sat down and we started brainstorming and we started masterminding. And he said, "Look, I think we're changing the world right here at Divvee." And well, tell me about it. He said, "Look, almost no startup, $50 to enroll. It's like no barrier to entry, no auto ship, no monthly fees. People make money for just giving their opinion, watching videos, downloading apps on a daily basis." I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then he started showing me the model and how it works and how much money could be made and where he was going and how it was going to get there, and how in 45 days over 241,000 people joined this company so fast, so big that it actually broke down all the systems. And he said, "We have got something that is going to change the industry, change the idea of home-based business, and change the world. And Lance, I need you because I really want to lead with the heart. I want to change people's lives. I want to get into helping people be better where they're at." And this is a really good friend of mine, but even more than that, he has a really big heart and a really great cause. And I saw the vision of Divvee. And so what did I do? I spent a few weeks disengaging from a couple of contracts and projects that I was involved in. I started helping behind the scenes and started getting my arms around the mess that we've created by being a startup that has 250,000 people already in it, and realizing it's a huge undertaking. And so with that huge undertaking, I say to you guys, please be patient. I believe that you are at a place that is historic. We're opening up a new type of network. In fact, in a lot of countries we're enrolling and registering in right now, they don't consider us network marketing at all. They're looking at us as an e-commerce company or an app company, but they're treating us legally as something different. And I think legally we are, with no big sign up and no auto ship and no product. And the money's not coming from the network paying people within the network, which is what normally happens in a networking company. The money and the clients are actually the advertisers that want to hear your voice, that want to hear your opinion, that want your feedback. The money comes from outside the network into the network. You, in some level, your voice and your opinion really is the product. And the clients and the customers are actually the advertisers. I think it's very unique and it's very different. And so I want to go back to Nu Skin. That was sort of my roots, 2008. Actually, Nu Skin started before that. It was in 1984. And there was 3 master distributors. There was Clara McDermott and her son and son-in-law, Craig Tillotson and Craig Bryson. They were the 3 distributors, the 3 C's. And they started with Nu Skin, and it was just an idea, and it was a hot mess. They had lotions and potions and vats and in barrels, and they had to spoon those lotions into these jars, stick stickers on the jars. Then those distributors would take those out to their friends, sell the product. When the product was used up, they bring those jars back, clean them up, and refill them up. And they didn't have marketing materials, they didn't have customer service. It was all tracked by hand, and it was a hot mess. In fact, they brought in one of their family members right there in 1984, Nathan Ricks, and he was so frustrated with the mess and the setbacks and the problems in 1984, he quit. He just said, "I can't hack it." Well, those 3, they stuck it out. They were the pioneers. And they figured out the problems, and they figured out the branding, and they figured out the customer service. And by 1989, they had it cranking so much that they were all making over $100,000 a month each. Nathan Ricks was a family member. He watched all this, and he felt like he missed out. And they said, "Well, come join us." And he said, "But gosh, I've missed it." And they said, "No, you should join in anyway." And eventually he came around to it, and he's joined in. He's become one of the top money earners of all time, Nathan Ricks. But those other 3 were there as pioneers, their legacy, their legends in the industry. And they've earned over $100 million in commissions from a home-based business because of leverage, passive residual income. There's great power in that. And why do I tell you that story? You guys are pioneers. You're going with us through this beta launch. I tell you, man, we've got problems. I'll be the first one to tell you that. Everybody that I've introduced to it, I said, look, where we're at today, it's a hot mess, but man, It's a beautiful concept. And when we get this thing dialed in, we're going to change the world. We're going to change the world of networking and home-based businesses, and we're going to change a lot of people's lives. And I've shared with them our vision, and I want to share with you pretty bluntly where we're at today. We have one type of customer. We actually have two customers, one type of customer today. And we're only supporting Android today. That means we have the affiliate ad agencies that are giving us the videos to watch that you watch on a daily basis. And as you watch those videos, you like the ones the ones that you like, you download. We get paid for having people watch those videos on a daily basis, download those apps on a daily basis, and then we pay that money back to our affiliate team. That's one type of customer. And I know a lot of people are worried we're not going to have enough inventory and enough videos and enough apps. Well, we currently have 2 clients. We've signed contracts with 10 other, 12 in total, affiliate groups like the 2 that we're working with. By the end of this week, we'll have 12 clients in our back office providing ads, providing apps, providing similar type offers to you and your teams around the world. So the inventory is going to continue to grow. Right now, all hands on deck are everybody that can possibly help, from customer service to CFO to CTO to anybody in our operations department, our technology group. Everybody's working on cleaning up, streamlining, and making the enrollment process cleaner. That is priority number 1 right now today. We realize it's not been as easy or as smooth. It's been buggy, and we're fixing that. We hear you, and we're going to make it easier and better today. Soon as we get that done this week, that will be done, we will move to our next type of clients. We have our business development team, and we already have dozens and dozens of clients that have signed, over 100 other types of customers that have signed up and want to present offers to you, our people. They want your opinions. They want your feedback. And these offers are going to include things like doing a short survey, giving feedback on a new product or a new service or on a political campaign or whatever it might be. They want your voice and they want your feedback. We have email companies that will pay money just to have access to an email so that they can send you updates and offers on different products, goods, and services. And we actually will provide you an email just to capture those ads and advertisements that come through. But we will get paid if you're willing to give that email to these clients. We have companies that will do free offer giveaways. So I was looking at one I just got in the mail today, and this isn't our client, but clients like Gillette, the razor company, they will pay money to our company if you allow us to send you new razors. They think if you try their new razor that you'll start buying the cartridges and that you'll be a monthly customer, and they want to knock Dollar Shave Club off that monthly subscription model, and they want a piece of the pie. And so companies like that will pay us as a company to send you free products, and we will pay you as affiliates for participating in these offers. So we've already signed the deals and inked the deals with these other types of advertising companies. As soon as we get the enrollment process done, we will start integrating the technology to be able to support these new product offerings. Why is that important to you? Well, these other clients, these other types of products that you could do on a daily basis, pay a lot more money, which we will pay a lot more money to you and to your teams for being a part of it. They also don't have the same kinds of rules and restrictions. So what does that mean? It means that we can pay out points, which allows you to get paid for your own actions and redeem those points in our redemption store to buy products, goods, services, gift cards, things like that, which allows us to open up this idea of free customers, where people can do this as a free customer anywhere in the world, receive points, and go to our redemption center and redeem those points, which allows us to fulfill on that concept of people getting paid for giving their opinion, for giving their feedback, for really responding to the customers and the marketing companies and the advertising companies that want to hear from you. We've committed to that concept of maps and daily actions. We will deliver it, and it will continue to get better and better until where we want to go in the next 3, 6, 9 months, even a year. We want to get to a point, we're tracking it daily already, and we're going to start tracking it on an ongoing basis as a whole company, where on each day we can give you 5, 6, 7 offers that as you go into your back office, you can see what your daily actions are, and you can know that you generate for the marketing team, for the affiliate side, $10 in revenue, $10 in commissionable payout or commissions that will go to, this is not where we're at today, this is where we want to be tomorrow or in the next 3, 6, 9 months, that each day's actions will generate $10 or $1 per 10 generations, $1 per level in our compensation plan, which means that you will be eventually paid $1 for every person on your team doing these daily actions. What does that mean? It means if you have 10 people on your team, you'll get $10 a day or $300 a month. If those 10 people get 10 people, $50 to enroll, no monthly fee, get paid for your opinion. That's not too hard to share with other people. All of a sudden you're at $100 a day or $3,000 a month. What happens when you get 10, who get 10, who get 10? You're at 1,100 people on your team, 1,110 to be exact. That's over $1,000 a day, and you're just getting started. We have people already in this deal that have over 100,000 people in their 10 generations within their comp plan. The numbers are staggering, and what we've committed to do is continue to bring products, offerings, goods, and services that will allow you to do the same actions daily, but that you and your team will get paid more for those actions. And so where are we at today? Just the very tip of the iceberg, because as our number of affiliates grow, we no longer have to use third-party advertising partners for our videos and our app downloads. We can become our own advertising affiliate. And you guys will get paid 5 times more money for doing the same work that you're already doing today. And so our commitment is to continue to improve it, grow it, make it better, make it seamless, make it version 1.0, 2.0, and turn this into the Ferrari and the concept that we've planned on delivering. What I can tell you today is that if you're the type of person that needs everything perfect, you know, all the dots connected, all the T's crossed, all the pieces working seamlessly, this is probably not your company today. You should come check us out in 3, 6, or 9 months. But if you want to be the pioneer, like Craig Tillotson, Clara McDermott, Craig Bryson type person, there's never been a better time to be a part of a company, because this concept is viral. And we do believe we'll have over 1 million people in this company by the end of March. And we believe we can grow that to tens of millions of people by the end of the year. And it will be the pioneers that suffer some of these bumps and bruises and technology challenges early on that are going to create a network that goes around the world and changes lives in a huge way. I believe I actually turned down an offer to go join another company that was worth that does hundreds of millions of dollars in sales annually, to do something similar that I did with Mint, because I believe Divvee has a chance to be the biggest networking company on the planet and its own unique space, the world's largest focus group. And you guys are here on day one, ground zero. The opportunity is really immeasurable. I believe we'll have pioneers that people will talk about as legends in the industry, like Craig Tillotson, Clara McDermott, Craig Bryson, that made networking truly a home-based business, that made networking a concept where everybody can win, that if they literally would just do their actions every single month, they cannot fail. They will succeed. They will make more than they spend. They will have a good experience. And you can share that message, that hope, that cause with the world. And with that, we are going to lead with the heart. We are going to do humanitarian service and random acts of kindness. And we are going to do things to change lives. And I hope that it starts with your life, with you right here on this call tonight, that it changes your life, that your family and the people that know you and around you are blessed because of you and because of what you do with this company. And so I applaud you all to be visionaries, to be here at the ground floor. I applaud you all for being pioneers, for suffering some of the bumps and bruises of a company that started up. I just finished reading a couple of books in the last few months. I finished Shoe Dogs, which is the Nike story about Phil Knight. Man, what a disaster that company was. Man, for years it was a disaster. Not even the banks thought they were going to make it. There was no way they should have made it through all those years, and it became Nike. I read the Everything Store, the Jeff Bezos story. Man, what a disaster. That thing lost money for decades. There's no way that company should have survived. And yet it's a company right now that's changing the world and the way we shop. I believe we're at the ground floor of a company that's going to change the way home business is done. It's going to make it faster. It's going to make it easier. It's going to make it more social media friendly. It's going to make it so that everybody should and can win. And I'm so excited to share that message with you. I wanted to share that with you on Ground Zero, Divvee signing day. If you're not in, get in. If you are in, get your friends in. Share the good message. Tell them what's coming. Tell them, hey, be honest with them. Tell them it's a beta and it's got bumps and bruises today. But man, the direction of where it's going is outstanding. And if you'll share that with people, it's going to change their life. And so with that, I just want to share with you, thank you. I appreciate you. I look forward to meeting you. I can't wait as we take this and grow this around the state or across the country and around the world. I look forward to meeting you. You guys go make it a great night. I'm going to turn this back to you, Todd, to wrap it up.
Fantastic. Thanks, Lance. We really appreciate your time. It's been interesting to watch this rollout. I got to be down at Divvee Corporate last week in a leadership meeting. And in the meeting, we were able to see all of the work, all of the sweat and tears that have gone into this process that we've been watching, some of us for several months. And it's been truly amazing. All the parts that had to be managed, it's fantastic. But it still is, like Lance said, a startup. It's going to be a little herky-jerky yet, but we are pioneering. It's an exciting time.